Hi everyone, I'm Christina. Welcome to my channel about yoga and personal growth. Today we are talking about the Yamas and the Niyamas, which are two limbs of the 8 limbs of yoga. If you're interested in an overview of the entire 8 limbs of yoga, then check out my video titled The 8 Limbs of Yoga. Today I'm using the book Yoga Mind, as well as the book The Inner Tradition of Yoga, and my experience as a yoga teacher and practitioner to guide my discussion. Yamas. All right. So the yamas are how you relate to the world around you. And there are 5 yamas as well as 5 niyamas. And you want to think about them being not just for other people, but also for yourself. So just your actions, like what are some actions that you can take or not take that will help you to live a happy life? So the first yama is ahimsa, which means non-harming. And I would translate this one as just be nice. So try your best to not be hurtful when you're dealing with other people, but also with the universe, with the environment, with the pets and everything in the world. Respect it and try to not bring meanness to that. The second Yama is Satya, and that means truthfulness. So being honest with people as well as being honest with yourself, while also thinking about ahimsa and not trying to harm people. So it's a very delicate balance that I think we all are practicing. Again, hence yoga is a practice. We try our best to reach these things in any given situation. The third yama is Asteya. Asteya is non-stealing. And we can think of that in the actual sense of don't take something that doesn't belong to you, but also think of it in terms of like stealing people's time or stealing people's airspace. If you're constantly interrupting someone and trying to get your own point across, maybe you need to practice Asteya and give them that and not steal that space from the other person. The fourth one is Brahmacharya. And I will talk about Brahmacharya only in terms of it being like you want to conserve your energy in the pursuit of your goals in life. And there is a little bit more to it, but I'm just going to translate that as like sometimes we have this energy inside of us and we can push it to things that are not worth our time, and we can push it in the direction that would be worth our time. So that's Brahmacharya. The last one is Aparigraha, and that is releasing your need for things. So we'll say greedlessness. And it doesn't mean not getting things. It doesn't mean not wanting things or purchasing things. It just means like know when you have enough. Don't take too much. So those are the yamas. And again, this is how you relate to others, but all of them can also go towards yourself as well. The niyamas are how you conduct yourself, right? So the first one is Saucha, and that is cleanliness. And we can think of that in terms of the actual, like being clean, but cleanliness in our thoughts, in our words, cleanliness throughout. The second niyama is Santosha, and that is contentment. So being content with where you are, even though you may want to not be where you are, you may want to be further along in your life path, you may want to have a different job than you have, but being content with what you do have while also working to get to where you want to go. The third Niyama is Tapas, and that is your discipline. So being disciplined to work towards your goals. So what is your goal is another big thing yoga can help you to figure out, but then having the discipline to work towards it. And the fourth is Svadhyaya, and you need Tapas to do this, self-study. So studying about not only just yourself, but also studying other things, like studying like ideas that are out there in the world and taking what you like and leaving what you don't like. Like right now, if you're watching this video, you are engaging in Svadhyaya because you are looking into something about yourself, and maybe you're gonna maybe you're going to attach to this and really like it. And then maybe, maybe not. And that's all up to you, but examining who you are. And as a history teacher, I think about Socrates, the ancient Greek philosopher, who said, the unexamined life is not worth living. And I take that to mean, like, we have to look at ourselves. If we want to be happy, we need to look at where we are and examine what's working and what's not working. And the last one is Isvara Pranidhana, which is surrendering to something bigger than yourself, whatever that might be for you. And also just knowing that you can't always control everything. So releasing the need to control, surrendering it. And when we think in yoga about surrender, it's actually a positive feeling. It's surrender, like give it away to something else. Know that what's going to happen is going to happen and you're going to handle it because you have all of these things in your roots that are going to help you to handle these situations. So the Yamas and the Niyamas are a very, they're very easy to kind of grasp onto, because a lot of these things are probably things that you already do or that you've learned in your life before. So, think about them and how they would affect you, and think about what you might want to work on yourself. And then also just remember that yoga is a practice. So you're not going to, I don't think, be able to just master all of this at one time. It's a constant practice, and it's also like doing all of these things helps you to develop these. So working on the asana, the poses, which is what we usually think of when we think of yoga, is going to help you to develop that space to get to know yourself better, to be kinder in your words, to live your truth. So it all kind of folds in together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned a lot about Yamas and Niyamas. I would love it if you like the video, if you subscribe, comment, like, all those YouTube type things, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Namaste.